Deep Singh Advocate. Welcome to my channel Journey of Constitution of India. On January 23, 2017, a High Court judge wrote an open letter to the Prime Minister of India accusing corruption against 20 sitting and retired judges of Supreme Court and High Court. On 8th May 2017, that judge sentenced the then Chief Justice of India, Justice Kehar, and the other 7 sitting judges for 5 years of imprisonment and holding them guilty under ST-SC Act. He was Justice Karnan of Madras High Court, who was later transferred to the Kolkata High Court. On the very next date, on 9th May 2017, Chief Justice Kehar, leading a 7 judges bench of Supreme Court of India, found him guilty of contempt of court and directed his forthwith arrest. So the Justice Karnan got retired on June 12, 2017, and he was arrested on 21st June 2017 from the Coimbatore. Why I am mentioning this case? Because this case catched the attention of the entire nation on the issue of contempt of court, and the mental space of the nation was acquired by this incident. Just after 3 years, on 27th April 2020, 2 advocates and 1 social activist were convicted by Supreme Court of India, and then on 4th June 2020, they were sentenced for imprisonment, simple imprisonment of 3 years, 3 months, and fine of rupees 2000. In fact, they were found guilty of offence of contempt of court for writing letters to President of India as well as Chief Justice of India, accusing corruption and nepotism in judiciary. This case was Vijay Kurle and others, and the number of the case was suo motu contempt criminal petition number 2 of 2019. Those who were sentenced were Mr. Vijay Kurle, State President of Maharashtra and Goa of the Indian Bar Association, Sri Rashid Khan Pathan, National Secretary of the Human Rights Security Council, and Mr. Nilesh Ojha, Advocate. In this case, one more person was arraigned as a contemner. He was Advocate Matthews Nerupara, but later on he tendered his unconditional apology that was accepted by the court, and his name was dropped. Interestingly, the contemners in this case wrote letters in reference to the contempt proceeding initiated against Advocate Matthew, and in that connection those letters were written. But just Advocate Matthew submitted before the court that he has nothing to do with his letters. In fact, he had argued one matter related with the fixation of guidelines for the senior advocate appointment by Supreme Court and High Court. In that proceeding, he had submitted something for which the contempt proceeding was initiated, and thereafter these letters were written by this contemptors. Just after 3 months of this Vijay Kurle case, on 22nd July 2020, the 3 judges bench of Supreme Court headed by Justice Arun Misra prima facie found that the 2 Twitter posts of Advocate Prashant Bhushan have brought the administration of justice in disrepute. These tweets are capable of undermining the dignity and authority of the institution of Supreme Court of India in general, and particularly the office of Chief Justice of India and the eyes of public at large. The judges took the cognizance of the 2 tweeters, which relates to the first tweeter relates to CJI Justice Bobde, who is riding a bike of BJP leader, and the other tweets was related to the destruction of democracy in the last 6 years and the role of the force past CJI. These tweets are of very general nature and it's kind of opinions. Prima facie, it may seem scurrilous and scandalous, but it is difficult to say it will stand the scrutiny of law. Anyway, the things will be seen on merit by the court. The matter is posted for the future. But by this series of cases, I want to bring to the notice that the contempt of court cases are taken at this stage and has become very common. So the registration of the suo motu contempt against Prashant Bhushan, advocate Prashant Bhushan, stems from a petition filed by an advocate now of name Mehak Maheswari. He was from Guna in Madhya Pradesh, and he sought from his through his petition the contempt action to be initiated against Prashant Bhushan for his both the tweets. During same time, the court took up to hear a similar contempt matter filed in 2009. Here again, the case is against Prashant Bhushan and Tarun and editor of Tahalka magazine at that time. In this case, the Prashant Bhushan had given an interview to Soma Chaudhary of Tahalka magazine, and in that interview he alleged corruption in the higher judiciary. Bhushan had accused half of the last 16 CJIs for corruption in the interview. We need to understand the law and legalities of the contempt cases. Let us see the provision regarding governing the contempt of court case. First, Article 129 and Article 215. Article 129 relates to these two articles relates to the court of record as High Court and Supreme Court. 129 for Supreme Court and 215 for High Court as a court of record and competent to punish for its own contempt. Another important article is Article 142, Clause 2. This is a very important because it says that the subject to the provisions of any law in the behalf of passed by Parliament, the Supreme Court shall have all the power to make any order of purpose of securing attendance of any person, the discovery or production of any documents connected with the investigation or punishment of any of the contempt of court itself. So here by this Article 142, the provision is made subject to the any law prevailing in the country. When this argument was raised in the Vijay Kurle case that the court has not followed the contempt of procedure of the contempt of court, then the Supreme Court categorically said that they derived the power of contempt from Article 129, and so that following of that procedure is not required here in this case when the suo motu is taken. And Rule 3 of the Supreme Court rules enables the court to take action in case of contempt other than contempt committed in the face of the court, either by suo motu or on a petition filed by Attorney General of India or Solicitor General of India, or on a petition filed by any person with the written consent of Attorney General of India or Solicitor General of India. Basically, there are two types of contempt cases. One is civil, which ends in compliance of the order, and the other is criminal contempt, in which punishment is provided. Let us see what the criminal contempt is. Criminal contempt is defined in Section 2C of Contempt of Courts Act 1971, and it is defined as the publication of any matter or act of scandalizing or lowering the authority of the court, or interfering with the due process of any judicial proceeding, or obstructing the administration of justice in any manner. So this is the definition of the criminal contempt. Under Article 12 of the Contempt of Court Act 1971 provides punishment with simple imprisonment up to 6 months or with fine of rupees 2,000 or with bond. There is a special provision that under Section 10 of the Act which authorizes and which gives a special power to the High Court for punishment the contempt of the subordinate courts. So it needs to be appreciated by judiciary that at this time of pandemic, when the court is not working with its normal strength, time available is very limited, common citizen is finding difficult to approach the court for redressal of the basic rights, the matter affecting citizens' lives and livelihoods should be given priority. Urgency of the matter related to habeas corpus petitions, which is coming from the detention in Jammu Kashmir or any part of the country, that should be given the priority. This time should be given to them. How justifiable it is to give the time of contempt cases and other which can wait till the normal court starts working. Supreme Court, being the guardian of right of personal liberty, is expected to be more tolerant, especially when the Supreme Court is acting suo motu, as in the proceeding of own contempt. I would like to conclude this video by a very good incident from Britain. Once it happened that British newspaper Daily Mirror, while writing on a judgment passed by the British court, published a cartoon showing an upside down picture of three judges with the caption, "You old fools." Then the matter was taken up for the contempt of court. Then the British judge, Lord Sidney Templeman, refused to initiate the contempt proceeding, saying that so far as the old is concerned, yes, I am old. So far as the fool is concerned, it is a matter of perception. I do not agree with it personally. So he took it on the lighter vein, and even our Supreme Court has in many circumstances taken it lightly. So this particularly the case of the tweets made by Advocate Prashant Bhushan, that needs to be considered on the different footing. What I personally I want to add that freedom of speech and expression as enshrined in Article 19 of the Indian Constitution is foundation of democracy, and that is foundation for the development of an individual as well as the other institution. So that should be given more value before issuing any suo motu contempt proceeding against any person expressing his opinion. Thank you very much for watching this video. I request you kindly share this video as well as share your views about this video to me by comment section or by mail or by anything as you comfortable you are, and wish me good luck by subscribing my channel Journey of Constitutional Media.